You know what I love about pants? They stay where they're supposed to. Like when
pants.
When you're walking, you don't have to. So the baggy pants thing, I've never gotten it. I'm not a fan of it.
You're not into it.
I'm Grandpa Cenk, not at all interested.
Well, then you might want to take a stroll down to Terrebonne Parish in Tennessee. I'm sorry, in Louisiana.
Okay, all right.
Because they are trying to ban such clothing where you can see a little bit of the undies exposed.
Oh, that's so good. That's very American.
The ban was approved Wednesday and expected to be signed into law this week and targets the public wearing of pants and skirts that hang below the waist and expose the skin or undergarments. Violators will be slapped with fines, $50 for the first offense, $100 for the second, and $100 plus 16 hours of public service for each subsequent offense.
Okay, look, so I don't love the saggy pants. Do I want to create a law to tell you what to wear? What are we, Iran? Okay, what are we, Saudi Arabia?
Beautiful downtown Tehran.
And by the way, I mean, I don't know if they're Democrats or Republicans, and I know some of them are white, some of them are black that are passing this law. Now, there's a racial component to this because, you know,
it comes from hip-hop culture.
Right, exactly. So African Americans happen to do it more, so they're going to get more prosecuted, have to pay more fines, etc. But mainly, I don't want big government telling me how to wear my pants.
Yeah.
Okay, so if you tell them, okay, you can't wear them low, at one point are they going to be like, hey, Grandpa Cenk, stop pulling up your pants? Okay, leave my pants alone. Okay, shut up about my pants. And they're worried that the law is so broad that it might prevent carpenter's crack.
Yeah.
Which, by the way, is not such a bad thing. You know, like when your plumber or your carpenter bends down and you see the crack?
Well, is your carpenter supposed to wear a onesie now when he goes to his job site? I mean, let the guy be comfortable.
I mean, what is a carpenter's crack for? Okay, so anyway, now look, we might not like seeing that, but I don't think it should be illegal.
Outlawed. There's a couple of guys who agree with you. There's actually a member of the city council who said, look, I'm not a fan of the style, but I don't think the government should legislate style.
Yeah, it's the most obvious thing in the world, except we lost on this one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and it's not just Terrebonne Parish, by the way. Shreveport has done it, Linwood, Collinsville, Illinois, Cocoa, Florida, they later repealed it, Albany, Georgia. This is a big deal. People are doing this everywhere. Can you imagine if they tried to do that in LA?
Oh, yeah. Okay. Well, wait till they get a little low on taxes, and then they want to give fines.
You're absolutely right.
But my favorite thing is the guy who thinks that this is part of the prison culture, and it's like a come on.
Yeah.
And so he's worried that this might promote sex. Okay, you've got to stop with that. That's the dumbest thing I've ever heard. Like, so in prisons, it doesn't come from prison culture. It might. It might, some of the, stuff
urban
sag
legend,
in prison. Yeah, it might. It might be because they gave them the wrong size. That's much more likely. But it's not like a guy lowers his pants. This is the theory. Lowers his pants a little bit as an invite to another guy to take him from the behind. No. There's no such invite in prison, okay? And if there is such an invite in prison, which is possible, it's not something that's cool and hip.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not arguing whether it should be cool or hip. I know it's not.
I think it generally means that somebody just got sold for a pack of cigarettes. I don't think that it's like an Evite. and then they say it's possibly happening because in prison because you're a violent offender, you're suicidal, so they took your belt away, so that means you're more hardcore than the next guy. But either way, you just look like an idiot.
Nobody is sitting in the streets of whichever town in Louisiana thinking, I'd like to look suicidal, or perhaps invite other men to come up from behind and really give it to me good. And hence, that's why I'm wearing saggy pants.